What is going on, everybody? This is Garrett, aka DecaDose. You obviously clicked on this video because you wanted to learn more about how to get some multi-kills, how to go on some crazy streaks and whatnot. Today I'm pretty much just going to show you in a crazy game mode, hardcore headquarters, believe it or not, how to rack up some quick kills with SMGs, marksman rifles, snipers, you name it. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. I'll show you how to kind of learn the map, how to read the areas and stuff like that on the spawns. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm pretty much just going to do a live commentary. So as of right now, I'm playing on the shittiest map ever. I hate this map. Even though there is no map, I know because of pressing the start button where my team kind of is, you know. Now I call in my UAV. You got to have those super high mobility weapons as well. This is pretty much a one-shot the way I set it up. I'll show you my class as well. As you can tell, AUG's still pretty OP no matter what. But yeah, just being quick. I'm not hiding, I'm not camping whatsoever. It is hardcore, you could obviously die pretty quick, but just having map knowledge and knowing where they're going to be spawning continuously is a major advantage. And you see the rate, of course. I pretty much get play of the game every game. I'm dropping 80 kills every single game. And as you can see, I'm having fun and running around, just one-tapping people like crazy. Pretty much recording this through Sony Vegas, having the clips play. Here's a very easy map to do this on, in my opinion at least. Shoot house, super small maps like this are nice. Having stim is definitely a must. Having thermites is definitely a must. Like I said, I will show my classes later on. But just having that nice aim and movement, you know, super easy. Alright, so here's another map, Gun Runner. You always want to be on the HQ, definitely want to play objective, but maybe not on top of it exactly, kind of around it. As you can see, with a quick gun like the PT-19 with a big magazine, pretty overpowered. Here's a very easy map as well. Eventually you'll be able to pretty much do this in every match, every single match. At least a quad feed.
Damn.
Holy fuck, yeah.
Alright, so I just wanted to show this next clip on a smaller sized map and kind of go through what's going on in my head. Middle is too open. Right side, kind of shitty, everyone's always camping. Left side on this map, I kind of know that they're going to be generally rushing either up top, of course, or down below. That's just map knowledge. Pretty quick on the aim, of course, but expecting people to be running through. Maybe right there, a little bit too slow. But once I got all those kills, I already knew that they would be respawning in that kind of left corner area in the back. So as I'm running through again right here, I'm checking up top and bottom. I'm going to be checking the corners, of course, because there's campers, sliding and jump sprinting. This next clip's going to be in my montage, but I'll just show it now, mainly because it's Petrograd, a map that most people usually aren't going to expect to get quad feeds, multi-kills on, or whatever. The main reason I can know where they're going to spawn, or it looks like I kind of know, and I'm already aiming and pre-aiming pretty much, is when you kill a bunch of people, if all your team is obviously behind you generally, and you kind of know that because you have map awareness and whatnot, you're paying attention, you're pressing the start button, checking the map, or you have a UAV up, everyone should be running UAVs in hardcore, you'll end up knowing that they should be pretty much spawning in front of you. And if you know the general spawns just by when you die, remember where you spawn. That's as easy as it gets. I mean, pretty much when you play the game enough, you'll know eventually where the spawns are because you die, everyone dies, and eventually when you're on one side, the other team's on the other, you know those spawns, and then vice versa, you know those other spawns. So let's get into the clip real quick. So right now, mid-map, every headquarters has a spawn, so by playing it enough, you'll kind of know. Now, I know they'll be spawning on the right side in the middle. Right side in the middle. Boom, 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 and I know maybe one more. What do you know? Once you killed all those people, they're probably in the back right area because I already ran into that spawn too much. So that's the cool thing. Now I got a sweet clip, you know. Looks like I have aimbot, or I know where everyone is because I pretty much do.
I got one right.
Alright, so I hopped over to the Xbox. Now it's time for some classes. Almost everything I'm going to show you is just high on mobility. You want to be able to shoot them first, obviously it's hardcore, and you want to be able to aim down sights as quick as possible. You don't need all these crazy things for recoil because you shouldn't even be shooting them that long, and you're mostly going to be running into their spawns trying to get that spawn trap and the kills. If you're going to be using SMGs, always pretty much have stipple grip tape on them. If you're going to use any type of SMG, my two personal favorites, PP19, you have that amazing 80 round mag or whatever, and pretty quick on the ADS or the sprint to fire. Same with the AUG, pretty overpowered. You don't need to have too many damage and recoil attachments on, which is what you don't want to have. It slows your gun down. Obviously, you can mess around with it and it will show you, but for a good class, for PP19, these are the attachments I'm going to use. Everything's going to help on the mobility, as you can see. If you use other things, it just cuts your mobility down insane. You don't want that. Be a little bit more accurate, and you should have a good time. And then you do need to boost up the damage sometimes. Sometimes you're in hardcore getting hit markers, and that's not a good time. Sniper rifle, there you go. I wouldn't really suggest actual sniper rifles. Marksman rifles are a little bit quicker, obviously, and you're going to have a one-shot majority of the time anyways, unless you're shooting them through a wall. For AUG class, here's a try-hard AUG class. There we go. That's what I've been using in all those videos you saw. One-shot pistols. Stupid OP. I mean, you can get some incredible clips. I'll show one at the end of the video. But yeah, here's the perks. Always rocking thermites, always rocking stim. You could change that up if you want. Amped, so you can change your weapons quickly. Ghosts, so you're not showing up on their UAV. Almost everyone uses UAV in hardcore. Cold-blooded and EOD, I swap back and forth. If they call on a kill streak mid-game, I'm just going to swap over to cold-blooded. But EOD, when you're running around, people eventually, if they're sweating on you, throw down some claymores and stuff like that. I just hate dying by that stuff. Even in hardcore, you will not die by a claymore, a bouncing Betty, or even an RPG some of the time. And of course, nades. Everyone's spamming the headquarters, you know. You just don't want to die by some bullshit. And that's pretty much it. I'll include one more clip at the end of the game, and thanks for watching.
His name is DecaDose. DecaDose on Mixer.
Here, watch. I'll hit something for you, Mikey. This is for you. It's inspired.
Yeah.
Look at that, Mikey!